Hello everybody, this is the thejonnymar, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. And so we are progressing through our second dungeon of this island, and that is the Bottle Grotto. And we're going to be using quite a bit of our different weapons in this dungeon. They're ratcheting up the difficulty a little bit with each successive dungeon that we go through. So with this key, we can head on over here to the left, and we can get our first special item of the dungeon by heading through this door, jumping, and opening this chest to get the map. So quite a bit quicker than usual, and definitely pretty stupid that it's like, at last, you finally got the map, when it's like the second thing you get in the dungeon. And obviously, we don't have a lamp in this game, so you have to use the magic powder to light up these torches. And that's another mechanic that we're being introduced to in this level, and that is the rising and falling blocks. Now let's see if we can kill these little shy guys off. Another Mario reference. The second one can be tough because you have to get it perfectly placed. Oh, come on. It like went through his back. This time. Alright. And this other key will allow us to get into this door to the south. And any guesses what special item will be in here, folks? Come on, I bet you can guess it. Come here. Ugh. Apparently that mask protects them from the side as well. What is this, XCOM, where you can hide behind something and be protected on a 180 plane? But yes, we get the compass. And I accidentally used my magic. Alright, so let's progress onward. We don't have different colored switches like we do in Link to the Past, where we had red and blue blocks. Instead, we just have a single colored block. And so they either rise or fall depending on whether you hit the switch or not. Ugh. So we have to use our feather here, of course, and then hit this switch. Pick up another key. And I don't like to hit that switch. I think it's easier if you don't. But feel free to do so if you want. It just makes a little area a little bit later a little bit more difficult. These guys you don't have to kill, so I'm just going to dodge them. And in here, just push these blocks, and that'll form some stairs that we can take into the basement. And now we get our first moving platforms of this dungeon. This will be a little bit of a common theme as we continue forward. And we are all ready to the mini-boss. Let's head through this one-way door and take on whatever this guy is, a troll, I guess, or a cyclops. Jeez. Okay, he's kicking my butt. Wow. So, try to keep him away from you, as you can see, because otherwise he will beat you down with bombs, and also he charges at you and throws you. And luckily he didn't throw me on one of those weak spots, or else I would have fallen into the abyss, and I would have died. So just keep hacking away at him, and eventually he'll go down. And I am really lucky I didn't die there. Come here, fairy worm. Now, those stairs there will not really come into play, so you can just avoid them. And you really can't access them yet, but you will be able to in a little bit. So this annoying little guy sucks you towards him. Here we get the fragment of stone slab. Don't have to kill some stupid enemies with card suits on their chest this time. And I'll be showing off what that completed stone slab says in there in a little bit. But in the meantime, why don't you come along with me as we get the special item of this dungeon. Hit these boos, light the torch, and then you can kill them. And that gets us, bingo bango, the Power Bracelet. At last, you can finally pick up pots and stones, and it's about freaking time. Now, you can continue onward, should you choose to do so, but I hate the boss of this dungeon quite a bit. He's very annoying, and so I'm actually going to leave the dungeon and go do a couple things. First, defeat the imprisoned Pole's voice, then the Staffel Slash. So that's a tip for a little area of the dungeon we're going to get to a bit later. But because the boss really bothers me and I almost always die a couple times, I'm going to go power up a little bit before I take him on. So now that we have the Power Bracelet, we can access a couple new areas that will allow us to get a little bit stronger. And specifically, we can now access a special shop called Crazy Tracy's. And although she might be crazy, she sells a pretty awesome potion. So let's talk to her. And she's kind of a flirt, apparently. Hopefully Marin's not around. Yes, I will give you 28 rupees. Rub it on me, jeez. Just met ya. But, thank you. So this is basically like a fairy from Link to the Past. So if you happen to die when you have this on, it's a one-time shot that you will get revived with all of your hearts. And depending on whether you have an even or an odd number of hearts when you get it from her, it costs different amounts. So currently we have a Guardian Acorn, but we have 4 hearts, so it only costs 28 rupees. I think it's in the 40s that it costs if you have an odd number of hearts, but I'm not positive. We'll find out eventually, because I'm sure I'll be using it again. But since we have the bracelet, we can also go back and get a 4th heart piece to give us an additional heart container. So if you remember back a couple episodes, we could not get this heart piece because we couldn't lift up these skulls. But now, bam! We get a complete heart container. And that extends our meter to 5. Alright, and a piece of power. That'll speed us up. So now we essentially have 10 hearts. Because we have the 5 plus the additional potion that'll restore us with 5. Now, you certainly can take out the boss without doing this, but I just don't want to die playing this game. That's kind of my goal, so I'm going to avoid it. Does this look familiar? A little magic powder. And it's our good friend, the bat. Who can't decide if he's mad or happy. Yes, I'm ready. Curse me. Curse me now. Do I want magic powder? No. Do I want bombs? No. Do I want arrows? No. I do indeed want magic powder. But I just wanted to show that if you say no, you can actually go through all 3 of the options. And that does mean that there are 2 more of these pedestals throughout the island that you can find. So that you can increase your bomb and your arrow capacity as well. As you can see, it upped our magic from 20 to 40 for maximum. And that's nice because it's hard to find magic powder kind of around, and very few enemies drop it. So that's it. I'm going to head back to the dungeon now, and we're going to finish it off before we progress onward. And like I said, that is completely optional. You do not have to do this. You can just continue on and face the boss. But because I hate the boss, and I almost always die, I like to get the extra insurance to protect myself. So let's get back to the point where... Yes, you still get the messages. Even though we have the Power Bracelet, if you don't have it equipped, you still get that stupid message when you touch a... like so. A bottle. Alright, so you can actually stand on top of these switches. So, as you can see, by standing on top of them and hitting the switch, you can elevate yourself, and that works as long as you're on top of them. You can't step up onto them if you're on the ground when you raise them. So keep that in mind. But you can also jump across those little pits there, so if you're coming from the bottom, that's a way to get over to the switch and use it. So here is that room that the slab mentioned. So we have to kill the rabbit guy inside first. So pick up this bottle. Then we have to kill the Cleese, and then finally the Staffles. And that gives us access to the Nightmare's Key. And that's about it. Those steps there just went back to that point a little bit earlier where I said you could or could not. You know, it was up to you if you wanted to use the steps. Come here. Ugh. Come here. There we go. And now a little bit of a puzzle. So, weighting these down makes them drop. If you try to go on this one up here, it won't fall because you're not heavy enough. So you have to pick up this pot and use its extra weight to make it fall. Not super tough, but a little bit of a head scratcher, I guess. And here's a bottle, apparently. Die. Can't hurt it. Whoa! A genie in a bottle. And no, I'm not going to break into that stupid song. So run back and forth, dodging his fireballs. Hit the bottle, pick it up, and throw it into the wall. And you have to do that 3 times to break the bottle. And this is the only way you can actually hurt the genie. So, a little bit of a tedious battle. But definitely I would rather fight this guy than Moldorm. Because he can't knock you off the edge and make you refight him completely. That is such a ridiculous mechanic. Yes, I know. You're safe as long as you have your bottle. Well, guess what? In a little bit, you're not going to have your bottle anymore. So taunt me while you can, big guy. Boom! Oh, I'm sorry. You're hopping mad even though you don't have legs. So slash him and dodge him as he teleports. And then just keep doing your charge shot. Goes. So see, I didn't need the extra protection, but as I said, I tend to be careful and conservative. And we get our next instrument, the conch horn. Much deeper sound than our first instrument. And what's our clue? The prairie. Well, I don't want to keep the prairie waiting, do I? So now we can return our Bow Wow to its owner, Mrs. Meow Meow, or Madam Meow Meow. But since he kills enemies off, I'm just going to hang on to him for a little bit longer and go exploring. It's time for an adventure, viewers. Come on, Bow Wow. Eat this plant, please. Thank you. So there are a couple more things that we can pick up now that we have the bracelet. So we have a chest we can access over here to the north. That was behind another skull. Piece of power. Wow. And a guardian acorn. So I am Super Saiyan mode right now. I have double power and half damage. That's pretty awesome. Of course, it'll go away as soon as I step outside. Such things are so short-lived and fleeting. Come on, guys, let me cross. Bye. Thank you. Alright, and the next area we're gonna go to is the... I don't remember the exact name of it. I think it's like the Tam Ranch... something or other. Plateau, or hills, or something like that. It's over here to the right. This is where we need to go to get eventually to the Windfish. You just head up these stairs here. But there's not much we can do there right now, and we can't do much up those stairs either. So I'm just basically filling in points on my map, and there is one specific reason I'm coming over here. And that's because we're going to have to do a dungeon in this area a little bit later. And there's a warp point we can access right now, so that when we do have to come up here, we can just use the warp to get over here. So it'll save us some time. So nothing like a little side questing. Jeez. Boy, when I bring this Bow Wow back, his stomach is going to be bulging with enemies. So we can't do much down... Oh, jeez! Thank you, Bow Wow. That like almost ate my shield. But that's the warp point right there. And here's the keyhole that we have to use the angler key in to access Dungeon 4. But we have to go to Dungeon 3 first. We can't sequence break yet. So we're gonna have to do all the dungeons in order. So not a ton left to do. One more kind of quick area that we're going to go to, and then we'll bring a Bow Wow back to his master. Yeah, there's nothing up here. Thought maybe there was a secret seashell, but apparently not. So this area is right next to a cemetery. Ugh. Alright, well, we get Guardian Acorn music. It looks like there's actually a place over here to the left. Oh, it's Crazy Tracy's. Well, why wasn't that filled in? Maybe it was this place. Alright, and here's our witch. And so if we head south from here, we're actually just a little bit to the right of the village. And we now have enough rupees to buy a shovel, which opens up some new areas for us. We can start digging around. And unlike Link's Awakening, we don't just have the shovel for one particular event, the Ocarina. Nope, we get the shovel for the long haul in this game. 50 rupees, awesome. But in my next episode, we will continue onward. So as always, viewers, here's the other warp point that we're going to be using. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.